Hello, everybody. This is Portugal calling US and A.
Hello, hello, hello.
How are
I can hear you
you?
now.
Can you hear me now? Da, 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 da. Oh, no, it's not like this. Is how is the song?
I, I don't know what song you're trying to sing,
I think it's
but
from Peter Cetera or something. Oh, it's If You Leave Me Now. Sorry. If you
I'm
leave me
sorry.
now, you take the minutes and ooh,
I,
barely
I
please
don't
don't
know
go.
that song. Anyhow,
So
welcome everybody to the Homeazin show here. I am Ryan, and over there on that side, that is Mr. Marco. Tommy, I see you showed up, and it shows your comment on my iPod. So Tommy says, "Greetings, Ryan and Marco from rainy Kalamazoo. How are things in South Dakota and Portugal? It is good here in South Dakota. Yesterday, a quick update on the Ryan household. I got new shingles put on my house yesterday. They showed up at like 10 o'clock. They were done by 6:30. It was amazing. Great crew here. Did a good job. But that's what happened at my house yesterday. And Marco, what's new with you? How is everything in Portugal?
well, in Portugal, we are good. We keep talking Portuguese. We
That would make sense.
the weather it's gray, but it's not cold, which is not bad. Usually in second week of November, we will have a little summer called Saint Martin summer, something that happens usually here in Portugal. So let me see what else. Well, soon, hopefully, I will get good news. So let's
Good
wait.
news.
Because, yes, good news. Like me, Marco knew. So, yes, good times ahead, hopefully. And raining as well some days. And this is good to water the flowers because they were kind of dry.
Do they still grow this time of year? In South Dakota, everything's dead by now. Like the grass is
No,
starting to
no,
turn brown.
no.
The leaves fall off the trees.
Lots of cabbage, green cabbage looking great by these days, and also
Oh
the
man,
grass. Yes, it's a good time to be a sheep or a goat here in Portugal, and I'll leave it, or a cow.
good time to be a sheep or a
So
goat.
if you are listening to us, if you are watching us, you are a cow, a sheep, or a goat, it's a good time for you to come to Portugal.
Marco, so for all the goats and sheep that have tuned in. Anyhow, Sheila B, or Stargazer Sheila B has stopped by on my side to say hello. Hello. Hi, guys. She said, I have a question for Stargazer Sheila B. Am I supposed to call you Sheila, Sheila B, Stargazer, or Stargazer Sheila B? And my follow up question is,
Hello.
so please don't correct me or make fun of me on this, but stargazer to me, like is somebody that likes to look up at the stars in the sky.
I'm gonna
Like,
call her
is that what
SSB.
Sheila? Is that what you're referring to when you say stargazer, or is this some other, you know, cool person term that I don't know because I frequently don't know like the cool things.
It's
Uh,
this reminds me about a kind of a joke. Like someone is introducing themselves for the first time, and he said, "My," for instance, I'm gonna give my own example because I have a kind of childhood nickname. Okay, so hello, my name is Marco. For my friends, I'm Piri. Piri. Okay, and so
okay,
the other person comes, hello, Piri, nice to meet you, and I say, for friends.
all
So
right,
SSB,
all
Stargazer
right.
Sheila B.
All right. So anyhow, Stargazer Sheila B says, "Call me what you like." I think
Call
those
me
who
by
know
your
me
name. Call me by
call
my name.
me
It's not. It's
call
the
me
name of a
Sheila.
movie. Call me by my name and a
It might
book. I
be.
think. Yes, I think it is. So
Uh, Anyhow, so Sheila says she does have a telescope. So the Stargazer is actually for the sky. I was asking this Sheila because I had a feeling that this was a word that like meant something different, but it doesn't sound like it does. My name was getting confused with another in the chat, so I had to do something different. All right, well that makes sense. All
that's nice. For instance, I don't know why my name appears. I know we have a survival mic. Olá, survival mic, como estás?
right. I have no idea what was just said, but welcome,
I I was
Survival Mike,
saying,
to the
hello,
show.
survival mic. How are you? Como estás?
¿Cómo estás?
Como estás?
¿Cómo, cómo estás?
Yes,
That's close enough.
because I live in the north. If you were from Lisbon, which is more in the middle of the country, you will say como.
Como. I can't say either of those. ¿Cómo estás?
Yes. Muito bem. Okay. Let me let me help you, survival Mike. It's Muitobem. We in Portuguese, we don't finish words with N. None. It's with a M.
So, survival, Mike. Your Portuguese is this Portuguese? Your Portuguese just got
It
corrected
was a kind
by
of a try.
Portugal guy. Oh, anyhow, welcome. Thanks everybody who has stopped by the show. Again, I'm Ryan and that's Marco. I talk a lot about remote worker gear, desk chairs, monitors, keyboards, printers, paper shredders, stuff like that. Marco talks a lot about video and audio content creation. So, microphones, cameras, lighting, monitor desk setups, and things like that. He is a live show producer over there, so that's why he talks about that stuff. Anyhow, let us know if you happen to have any questions about all or any of that stuff, and we will try our best to answer those questions.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Top of your head, it's cabeça. It's C-A-B-E-C with a little tail. A.
Survival
you
Mike,
own,
I gotta know if Survival Mike actually knows. I'm guessing Survival Mike must know some Portuguese,
yes,
because
yes,
if he was
yes, he
using
knows.
Google Translate or some other
No,
translate
no,
app,
no, it's
he'd be
not.
getting them the word spelled
Yes,
correctly.
he has the ideas. Yes, it's almost there. So well done, Survival Mike. Next week, you will join us in the screen. So you and I, we will be talking in Portuguese, and Ryan will be looking at us like, uh?
That that would be what would happen. Yes.
Yes. So after this, and because our time department, our timing department kind of asked us to remove the Why Amazing Show section from the show. If you want to know, you have to pay us, or you can go to our previous shows to to see to get this question answered. So after the intros, I think okay, I'm half. The other half is Scottish.
So Survival Mike is half Portuguese. That's
I think yes. I think he has some
that's pretty
roots in
good.
Azores. Pretty nice islands in the. They are kind of in between Portugal and America. Okay, for instance,
In the
if you want
ocean.
to cross the ocean swimming, you can make the first day swimming from Portugal to Azores, and the next day it's Azores to New York. Maybe you can
There
do
you
this in
go.
12
So there
hours.
are some
Maybe you can do
swimming
this in 12
tips.
hours. San Miguel. It's the biggest and most famous island in Azores. It's funny because one day I was speaking to a girl from Azores, and we were talking about the most famous things in Azores, and I I had no idea about everything, so I asked, and this San Miguel, and this one San Miguel, and I say, is there life? So yes, it's kind of the main island there. They have 9 islands, not big islands like Indonesia or something, or Japan, but they are cute island. And uh, it's a funny thing about Azores. I don't know if Mike knows it. It's a day at a place where during the day you will have the 4 seasons. Do you know that music from Crowded House? 4 seasons in one day. It's dedicated to Azores.
All
So
right.
I think we can start because I'm looking forward to see what you have there. The Dow Jones indicators. So let's start with the first section of the show. So
Oh,
our friends from oh my god, I forgot the name. Wall Street are looking forward to see about Ryan's new arrival. Ryan, the stage is yours.
all right. All right. So I gotta hold on here for a second. I'm still drinking my hot cocoa today, and the hot cocoa, the Swiss Miss hot cocoa, and the mug are both in the carousel for people who are out there. And Survival Mike did say he's part Viking. I don't know if Viking is like a ethnicity that you come from. Anyhow, my family and I were having a discussion about this Viking thing because my ancestors come from Norway and Sweden mostly, and then there's a little bit of uh,
It's hard to believe,
Irish.
Ryan. I can't believe
Hard,
that.
you
I
can't
think
believe
they
that.
may come from Africa or
And,
Bangladesh.
and there's a little bit of Irish in there. Actually, I think I'm probably the most those three, and maybe about equal parts of those three. But anyhow, my family and I were discussing that if we had lived, hundreds, I don't know, thousands of years ago, if we could have been Vikings. And we were trying to decide if we thought we would have been good Vikings. But the Vikings are largely known like they went and conquered and took over different places. And my kid said, I don't think we'd be very good at that. We'd go in and try to take over a place, and mom would be like, oh, can I make you some cookies or something? And so my kids are like, I don't think we'd be very good at this, taking over other islands type of thing. We would have been the Vikings that didn't survive. Uh, anyhow,
Like Mike.
so Stargazer out here says, me too, but I also have English and Irish and Scottish from Norway. Yeah, so my wife's side of the family is like my wife's dad is like completely Norwegian, and my dad was uh Swedish. And so yeah. Anyhow, that's enough on that. We got to get to the new item over here. So if you've tuned into my shows already this week, I've talked about this a bunch. It is my newest, most exciting uh, new purchase. Stargazer Sheila B thinks the cookies was funny. My kids all thought that was funny too. They were like, we'd like break in and like try to take over this town, and mom would just like make them some cookies or some bread and be like, oh, let's hang out and have a party. But yeah, enough about taking people. So this is the Echo Show 15 from Amazon, and it has the Amazon Assistant. I don't want to say the name, or
You
it
can
will
say
trigger it.
mine is disconnected. Say it.
I will set
Say
up
it, Ryan.
Alexa, turn off studio closet lights. So that is, see, it turned off those lights back there, and then it
Obedient.
brings up this little screen that allows me to control the lights. I can press the button in the middle, and it will turn them back on. At least I thought it was going to turn them back on. That was less cool demo than what I expected. Well, that was supposed to be much cooler than what it was. There we go. I don't know why it didn't work there. Anyhow, it is the Echo Show 15, and it is a touch screen. I want to show you the size of it. It's a little bit bigger than a tablet. I originally thought it was similar to an iPad that hung on your wall. No, it's closer to a monitor, a touch screen monitor. I hung mine up on a monitor stand so that if I want to, I can put it up against the wall, and then you guys don't really see it on the live show, but I can also bring it out here and you can see it. But it has a number of different tabs or tiles, widgets that they call them. I can check in on my deliveries that are coming from Amazon. I have a new trash can coming today. I don't know if that'll be featured on the live show or not next week, Marco. I have an outlet plug and some other things coming a little bit later. I thought I ordered something else in here, but it's not showing up. So those are some of the things in there. Marco wanted to know about the stock market. I think there is a widget in here that will allow me to track stocks. Hold on, I really thought there was. Survival Mike's got one of these. Survival Mike, is there a widget in here? I could ask it. I thought there was one. to track the stock market. No, here's what it was. If I go into the settings and I look at the home content, there is a button in here. I don't know if you guys can see, I'm scrolling through some menus. There's one in here. I can turn this on, and now it will give me somewhat of settings on stocks, but I don't know where those stocks are going to show up.
Why don't you ask Alexa?
Well, I can ask her, Alexa, what's the stock price of Microsoft today? $230.
Aha! Aha!
I don't
Ask her
know.
by, I don't know, how many stocks do you want?
What's that?
How many do you want stocks? Let's
Oh,
buy
do you
some.
think I can? Do you think I can buy some here?
Let's do that.
Wow, their stock has dropped $20 since yesterday. That's terrible.
Yes.
I don't know if there's a separate screen here that can show me a whole bunch of stocks. I don't know. I don't know that, but it operates as a regular Amazon assistant device. It has all the voice commands. Up here in the corner, you can see there's a little circle. There is a camera up here, so you can do video calls and stuff over the Amazon assisted device there. Tommy had a great question earlier in the week. He asked a little bit about what the audio quality on this is. And this is what I would say is the audio quality on this, Tommy. I would say it is adequate. The bass, Tommy specifically was wondering about the bass. The bass on it, I'll be full honest, Tommy, it's kind of weak. But I don't think you're buying this because it's an amazing audio device. I think the audio on the Echo Dot 5th generation is better than the audio on this thing. But I think what you're really buying this for is your touch screen here. It does have a to-do list on it here, and so I can add things to my to-do list. Alexa, add Redbubble to my to-do list. So it added it to my to-do list, and now it appears right up at the top. So that is really cool. And yesterday I was doing some demos. I was printing out my to-do list, but I have so many printers here. I think the Amazon Assistant and HP Print Alexa skill kind of got confused on which printer they were supposed to print to, and so I need to figure that out. But it really is pretty cool out here. All right, hold on a second. Sheila says, I like it in portrait mode. Mine is landscape. Well, so landscape would be like, I can't turn mine because you can turn the thing sideways. I have mine on my mount back here. It is, I like tightened it up so that it stood straight up and I wouldn't have to twist it. So it does look pretty cool when it is in portrait mode. I like it. There was kind of a reason. Mine's setting right next to, here, I'll show you. It sets right next to a windowsill right here. And when I fold it back, it kind of sits right up next to the edge. Whereas when it was landscape, it like stuck out over the edge. So that's why I decided to go portrait mode on mine. Anyhow, so it's really pretty cool. You can have a shopping list. It does have a smart home screen. See, so I can talk to this. Alexa, open smart home. Yeah, and so this, you can set these up. These are your favorites as defined in the, I think it's the Alexa app on your phone. But now that I'm in here, I can look at, let me see if I can turn off, I don't know what just happened. I don't want that. Alexa, go back to smart home. We'll see if it takes me back. No. Now it's trying to play a radio station for me.
Okay.
Alexa,
Stop drinking.
Alexa, open smart home favorites. It's hard with my headphones on because I can't hear.
Okay.
I, I don't want to open iRobot. I can't hear what she's saying with my noise canceling headphones on. Alexa, oh,
Can you sync that with your headphones via Bluetooth? Oh, now it can't hear me.
I can't hear you.
Okay.
Go,
Can you
go.
sync it
This
with
is
your headphones?
the worst demo. I I would guess I could sync it with my headphones, but then I couldn't hear you.
Yes. Well, that's no problem.
Maybe that's what we all really want here anyway. I wanted to anyhow. You can bring up the smart home, and then you can have buttons to turn on the smart lights and smart products inside your house. But evidently today the demo
Okay.
did not go so well. Rome knows
Yes.
tech is here saying goodbye.
Hello, Rome. How are you?
Hold on. Sheila says stocks would be a good widget. That's I think the downfall, and Sheila B helped to understand. I think one of the downfalls with the Alexa or the Echo Show 15 is they don't allow uh, third party apps and widgets yet. Like it would be really great if there was a widget that I could add to the front that showed my favorite 6 or 7 stocks that I wanted to
Hmm.
track, or if I could bring up, a to-do list that maybe wasn't from the Amazon to-do list. I don't know. I mean, there's so many other to-do list apps out there in the world. If you could have third-party apps on here, I think that would be really pretty cool. But as of yet, it doesn't support it. I'm guessing eventually they will get there. Uh, yeah, Sheila says, I think they need to add widgets soon. She's saying hi to Rome. Survival Mike says, stop it. Now I have Red Bull on my to-do list.
I saw that.
It wasn't supposed to be Red Bull. It was supposed to be Red Bubble. Red Bubble, it's a site where you can buy custom shirts and stuff, and I need to order some. My daughter makes some shirts on there, and I need to order a few.
Okay, that's nice.
And Rome is saying hi to people, and people are saying hi to Rome. Uh, Stargazer is saying yes. I like it on portrait mode, as Rome is saying, and we're waving and saying hello to people. Sheila says her wall behind hers had pictures on it, so she had to do landscape. Survival Mike says, I use mine for music. I have Amazon HD music, and I think the Echo 15 sounds great. Well, Survival Mike likes the sound. I was playing with it last night, and when the bass came on, I was like, it just isn't maybe as good as what I thought it would be. Actually, it sounded exactly at the same quality I expected it to be, which is okay quality sound on it, but it doesn't sound like if you get those Soundcore portable speakers or something, but the portable speakers are like $150 and all they do is play music. So they have to have better speakers in them than the Echo Show. Oh, I'm trying to catch up on these. Stargazer says I play kids' movies on it when my granddaughter is in her high chair. Survival Mike says, Ryan, maybe it's because you it could be this could all be part of the problem. I could open my various cameras to view on it. Please, I'm begging you to stop saying that word. All right, I'm way behind on my comments here. We understand you're learning. Yeah, I'm trying to learn this thing. I don't. All right. All right. So I think I got. Here's one feature that I wish Amazon would build into these devices. I wish this device, and maybe it's here. So, Survival Mike, if you can do this, I wish I could have this device only respond to my voice. And I don't think you can do that it knows my voice from my son's voice because he has a profile set up on our account. So it knows, it can recognize his voice and know that he is Trey and I'm Ryan. But I can't disable this from performing commands when somebody else's voice comes across. Anyhow, so that was, I think, first new item, and this was a very, very long new item section from me today. But
Which is really
another,
unusual. It's not usual.
usually, that's true. Usually, though, I have so many new products, it takes me forever to get through. I have other new products, but we've only been on one product so far, and we're like
Okay.
half done with the show. I did I did get a Chromebook maybe since last time we did it. It's a 14-inch Chromebook, and I wanted to compare this. It's a little bit smaller than it's actually significantly smaller than my 15-inch Chromebook. So if you don't mind the size, my teenage son said he actually prefers the smaller size. I said no, I'm old. I want the 15.6-inch regular size laptop. But open it up. I think this one, the HP has, I think it's got a better looking case on it than the other one. But you open it up, it doesn't have the number pad on the keyboard. But other than that, it it looks and functions fairly well, and it is on a little bit of a sale today. So there you got it. So that's a Chromebook that's on sale. What else do I have? Oh, Marco, this item was new. It just showed up yesterday. It's not in my office, but I got to ask you. The newer, do you have one of those photo light boxes? And Rome probably has one of these as well. And it's a box. It's white on the inside. There's lights
I
on it.
I
There's a
have
hole
one,
that you can
but
take pictures.
don't ask me about it.
All
it
right.
was it was something that I bought some years ago on eBay or something, and I just got him. And so the magnetic things that they use to groove everything to kind of fix them, they were kind of in the opposite side. So instead of getting stuck, they were repelling each other. So I asked for a refund, and that's it.
uh, just full disclosure, everybody. Marco said, "Don't ask." I did not ask, but we still got the story anyway. So Marco had to get that off his chest. And are you feeling better now, Marco, after releasing some of that anger?
I need to cry.
Marco's gonna go cry for a minute. Anyhow, I ordered one of these light
Give me your
boxes.
shoulder. Give me your shoulder so I can cry.
Let's see if I get a little bit closer there, Marco. You right there. Anyhow, I ordered one of those light boxes because my son likes to take pictures of some of the products that we buy, and he said one of those light boxes would be really cool. So we ordered one of those, and he was trying it out yesterday, and so far he absolutely is loving it. And he said it's fun because it helps you take really good pictures, but he said it somewhat takes out the fun of trying to set up different pictures. But I'm guessing he's going to play around with it more and figure some more things out. But it is pretty cool. All right. Sheila says, have a great stream, guys. Got to run. Well, thanks, Sheila, for stopping by.
Thank you,
Cookbook
Sheila. Bye bye.
Divas is here and says, having too much fun today, aren't you? Yes, we are trying to have some fun. Anyhow, Marco, I'm going to stop talking now and let you talk about new items that came to your house this week.
Well, I think I'm gonna skip mine because I got a new one this week. Well, I got some, but the thing is, as usual, sometimes I buy things on Spanish Amazon. Okay, and the thing is that they are not listed on .com Amazon, US Amazon, which is really nice. And I got a product that is listed on Amazon.com, but I'm still learning how to use it. I'm still figuring out a few things. So I think I'm going to postpone the presentation for next week. So I think we can go to the next section. What do you think, Ryan?
Let's do it.
Okay, so let's do this. So in this section, we will have Ryan speaking more 50 minutes about two products. Ryan.
I think you should go first. I just
Okay,
talked for a
I
long
can do
time.
that.
You go first.
Let me do this. Let me see, what do I have here? Okay, so we have this portable monitor by KYY, and this week I gave him a new utility. Okay, because I got this switcher, and this is the switcher that I'm trying. Okay, if you want, you can take a look at it in the carousel, but slow down. So now I'm using this monitor. Let me see if I think it's this camera. There you go. Here you go. Look, I have some Star Wars things here in my setup. Dun, 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 dun. So there you go. It is connected with an HDMI cable to my switcher. Okay. And well, this at least this works nice. I think with some improvements, this will meet the goals. Okay.
Cookbook Diva says Star Wars Geek Alert.
I'm not at all a Star Wars guy. This is only a coincidence, a brand. And fun fact about this: a brand approached to me. Look, we have these Saber LED lights. Do you want to try them and review them for Amazon? I said, okay, let me take a look. I took the look, and I think they are pretty awesome. And I made a video, and she said to me, look, don't upload the video because we have some, I don't know if it was some, oh my God, they were updating the product or something, or they didn't have it in the warehouses, wherever. And I think I recorded a video, I don't know, maybe 3 months ago, and I'm still waiting for them to give me allowance to publish the video. But at least I can use them, and they are awesome. And the thing is, they are awesome, but not my thing. So I'm using this portable monitor by KYY. You can use it in so many different ways. For instance, right now I'm using it to monitor my switcher. This is the preview monitor. Also, I use it when I go work outside my house to some other office, a library or something. I like to use it. I connect it to my portable. Well, you don't say portable. We say portable here in Portugal. You say laptop. So there you go. Just a quick important note about this. And this could be applied to all devices which are powered or could be powered with USB cables. Avoid it. Why? Avoid it. Connect USB cables which only are power only to your computer. Why? Your computer only has a given amount of power to provide to USB ports. If you have a device or more than one which require a little bit more of power, this kind of budget will be thrown to those devices and will be stealing power to others like webcams, keyboard, mouse, whatever. Okay, so my recommendation, if the only thing that the USB cable does, it's powering by an adapter, AC/DC adapter, or a power stripe who has, it's power stripe, right?
Power strip.
Strip. I don't like strip. Okay, a power strip with USB connections, okay, and plug it there. For instance, I have my monitor plugged to a power strip, and also this camera, which you can see. I think it's this one. Okay, yes, this camera here, it's also power to a power strip, because with this you won't be stealing power to other tiny devices that will need it as well. I learned this because I was using this monitor and the camera at the same time connected to my computer, and everything was kind of falling apart. And I said, what the hell is happening here? So I asked someone, please, can you help me? What is happening here? And he said, my friend, you're stealing power with those devices. So my recommendation, connect them to a power strip or this kind of or other kind of powering only, because it's enough, and you have the HDMI cable to bring the image, which is enough. So this is one thing. And the other one, it's a device that our friend, my good friend, okay, I don't have my, but I can talk about it because I think I took it, yes, to my bedroom and it's still there. I was about to talk about my battery charger because I think Ryan wants to buy one. Okay. So I'm going to talk about one of the most amazing things I got lately, which is an headphone stand. I don't know, for instance, Ryan, this one for you would be awesome as well. Let me do this. I'm going to grab my camera. By the way, this was sent to me by Lamical. Okay, let me change the camera. I think it's this one. No, this. Okay, there you go. This is the stand. Okay. It's glued to my desk, and this sticker they provide, it's kind of earthquake proof. I think it is. Lamical does a pretty nice job with these stickers. It's a double faced, and they will give you a replacement. And what do I like about it? First is that you can stick it to your desk up or down, because this will goes around. Okay. If I knew this before I have it glued to my desk, I would put it like this. Okay. And another nice thing is that this hook turns around. So if you want to put it like this, you can. If you want to put it down, there, or there, you can do it, which is awesome. And it has this, I don't know how to call it. It has this kind of rubber ring which goes around this, and it has on both sides these holes or something. And so you can hang, let me show you. And I was facing some problems with these headphones as well, because they deserve to be properly managed, so I can put them. Good things about live is that usually things tend to go wrong. So you can hang them like this. It's difficult to make this when you can only use one hand. but believe me, this is possible. There you go. So this is where you can hang your headphones, and for instance, you can hang other one up like this. There you go. Pretty amazing headphone stand sent to me by Lamical, and it's in a deal today. You will be saving 17% instead of 17.99. You will be paying 14.99. So you'll be saving $3, and with that you can buy some rechargeable batteries. Back to you, Ryan.
Back to me. Back to me. All right. Some of the things that are on sale on my side, there are a number of sale items. I had to highlight my batteries in here because I knew you guys were going to let me hear about it. I bought some more batteries that are not rechargeable batteries. The Energizers. Bought a pack of Energizer batteries. And right now I can hear you all screaming at me, Ryan, stop buying non-rechargeable batteries. I did it again. I apologize, and I would like to say that I will do better in the future, but truthfully, I probably won't. So I'm a terrible, terrible human being today. All right, but
Shame
there
on
are
you.
batteries. They are not on sale today. Oh, they are on sale today, so they even make it into this category. Oh man, Rome, oops, he did it again. Wasn't that a song? Wasn't that a was that a Britney Spears song? Maybe it was. I don't know. The laptop backpack, my Volar, it is on sale for $23.11. Great backpack. It fits a 15.6-inch laptop in it. There's a special extra compartment in here with a little bit of a yellow mesh if you want to put something behind there. It's got plenty of pockets on the front. And let me see if I can unzip these. You know, open this up. There's pockets for a pen, some notebooks. There's another zipper pocket in here. I have a few extra things put in there. There's my Rocket book in there as well. So fill that up. Then on this front compartment, there is two more pockets in here for other things. It's got a slot for water bottle on the left and the right. There is very nice padding on the back behind your shoulders right up here. So you've got padding here, and the strap is very, very comfortable. Plus, there's a lower back pad behind you and a secret compartment behind here with a pocket in here so you can stash and bring along a secret pack of Swiss Miss hot cocoa if you need to sneak that in somewhere. Because no one will think to look that there's an extra compartment back here. It does also have this little strap, so if you travel with luggage and you want to put this on your suitcase handle, you can do that. But it's the Bowler laptop backpack. Really, really very nice there. Put that over and try not to trip over things in my office. Oh, then what else was on sale in here that I wanted to highlight? Oh, the Panasonic Razor. This razor has been on sale, and I have had this for a couple of weeks. This was one of the products that I wanted my son to take a picture of in his new light box that he got. We got some pretty cool pictures on there. Maybe they'll make some of those pictures will make their way into the show. Maybe they'll just make it onto the website. Anyhow, I will be trying this out next week. The Panasonic Arc 5 razor is going to get some time on the show. I'm going to shave with it next week during my morning show. So it will be a new razor to try out. If you've watched my video online, it comes with a case. Survival Mike says, I get non-rechargeable batteries all the time. I've had rechargeables in my life, but now I just go with the non-rechargeable. Anyhow, so here's the case for the razor. And before I say anything else, What do you guys think this case looks like it is for? You got to guess, Marco. What does this look like?
It looks like a bike seat
It does kind of look like a bike. It looks to me like a very tiny guitar case,
or violin
or the smallest violin out there in
or
the
a
world.
cello.
Cello. Anyhow, one thing I would say about this, I think the case, they could have done a better job with the case. Uh, I don't know. I think it looks like a guitar case or something. But here is the razor. All around looks very, very nice. I'm excited to try it out. It does have 5 cutting surfaces across the top of it. If I even get closer, you can see the 5 that are on there. I did hear that Panasonic came out with a 6-blade cutter. So it's got 6 cutting surfaces. Anyhow, next week we will be unveiling more about that. And yes, we're going to be trying that out next week because, as many of you know, if you tune into the show frequently, Ryan has a lot of razors and uses a lot of razors during the course of his weeks and his shows. I'm a big fan of the bronze, but I have a number of Normelcos as well. Actually, I kind of like them all. I think the Bronze Series 9 is by far my favorite. But we're going to try out that Panasonic and see what I think of that. One other item I maybe was going to highlight in here. The Gabrielli ergonomic chair. It's not in my office, but I have 2 of them at my house. It's on a fantastic sale this week. Sale is 10 cents off what its Prime Day price is and what its Lightning Deal price is. So $231.60 is the price on that Gabrielli chair. All around, super, super nice chair. One of my favorite just regular standard office chairs. I did get the House chair yesterday. It showed up at my house. Oh, right there, the Ergo Draft. It's a drafting chair, which means it sets higher up because I have a sit stand desk and I keep it usually at a higher height. And so I wanted a chair that sat higher, like it's called the drafting chair. So I ordered one of those. I was going to put it together last night, but the evening just got away from me and it didn't get put together. So I don't know if I will start it in my later show this morning or if I will just completely leave it and put it together sometime later on in the week. But that's the other drafting chair. Anyhow, those are items, Marco, from me. So we're going to bring Marco back onto the video here. He's back.
Okay. So we have around 7 minutes.
1 hour. So for everybody that's listening, Marco and I used to do the show, and it used to be 2 hours plus. Recently, Amazon, and so Rome, if you're out here, you may care about this. Recently, Amazon had been, limiting our views and stuff. After we were live for an hour, our views started plummeting. This week, our views have just not been very good at the beginning. And I'm wondering if they're getting better longer. Anyhow, we decided to switch and do shorter shows that were an hour long to kind of line up with what Amazon, it appears they were looking for about hour shows. So we've switched and now we do an hour, and the hour seems to go so fast. But I'm now wondering if Amazon wants us to go longer than an hour. I don't know, Marco. Amazon's against us today.
Yes, completely.
Anyhow, so I don't know if Rome is out there. Survival Mike says the new Haas has a $40 coupon. It did last week when I ordered it. So yeah, you can get it. I think $279 is the price on it. I'm excited to put it together because New Haas has a good reputation of making very good quality chairs, and I'm excited to actually try one of theirs out. Yeah. All right. Do we have another section, Marco?
Well, we can cover two more. Okay. Wish list.
Sure.
Okay, let's do. So it's time for us to talk about those products that hopefully Santa will bring to us. Ryan, what do you have?
All right. I'm I'm loading up my wish list. Full disclosure, I have all these things ordered. They just haven't showed up to my house yet. Uh, First up, Ember temperature controlled smart mug. It's a smart mug that you can set to specific temperatures and it will keep your hot cocoa or your coffee at that temperature for up to 80 minutes in just the cup or infinitely long if you leave it on the saucer plate that comes with it. So the cup sits on a saucer. I think that's pretty cool. I'm excited to try one of these out. They're coming out with a brand new red version of one of these. It was supposed to be released in mid-November. And I want to click on this because it just has, well, it still says November 14th it's coming out. It doesn't tell me when it's going to be shipped and arrive at my house. So I don't know if there's some question in that date, but they're releasing a new color. The Smart Mug 2 has been out for a while. I think it was released last year, but it's a new color. I did want to highlight my Jersey Mike's gift card because earlier in this week I went to Jersey Mike's, which is a sandwich shop in America, and it was really good. So I want to highlight that. And then the large Amazon Fire QLED TV, the 65-inch, that's on my wish list as well. And I don't actually know when does that one will be released. Tomorrow, the Amazon Fire 65-inch Omni QLED TV is going to be released. So then you can all order it and have it shipped to your house and just love it to death. What else? I don't know if I have much else on my wish list, so it hasn't changed a whole lot. I thought maybe I snuck something in at the end. The Anchor cable management box is on my wish list as well. It's a place that you plug everything in, and there's a lid that you kind of put on top of your power strip, so it keeps all your cables and cords nicely together for safety, and it looks a little bit better that way. All right, those are the two things, or the four things, or however many from me. What's
Okay,
on your wish list, Marco?
I only have the Rodecaster Pro 2, which is an amazing mixer slash audio interface. If you are a content creator, podcaster, live streamer, or YouTuber, whatever, this will be a nice way for you to make you sound good. Of course, if you don't have a microphone like this one, the Heil Sound PR40, probably you won't be sounding that good. But this is actually, I think it's maybe the standard when we talk about content creators' audio interfaces. Okay. Uh, Lots of features, preset, uh, lots of microphones. Okay. For instance, you pick the microphone, you can see kind of right settings for the microphone you're using, probably. Other things, it has a built-in preamp, so you don't need to use something like this, and other amazing features which I really look forward to try one day. So with that said, I think we can go to the last section. What do you have in the carousel, Ryan?
I'm closing up a box.
Okay.
I got to get better prepared here. I feel like I'm behind now. I got to go in. I know the item I want you to talk about, but I don't know if it's in the
Okay.
carousel.
Ask me. Do it.
I don't know if it's in my carousel or not.
Well, but
If
it has to. It needs to be in mine,
I
not in
know.
yours.
Oh, I don't think the one I wanted to highlight is in your carousel, so I'll have to highlight it and talk about it in my carousel. Let's hear about your record player because I love to hear about Marco's record player.
Okay, my record player, which is there. I don't know about you, but I have some record records at my house.
I
My
do not.
father.
I do not have any records.
They were bought by my father in the 60s and 70s. Okay. And so I thought, okay, maybe I can buy a record player. Why do I like this? It has built in speakers. Okay. Even though you can connect, it has connections in the back so you can plug speakers. Also, you can sync it via Bluetooth with your cell phone and then it will play. Also, it has a 3.5 millimeter aux cable so you can, for instance, connect an old MP3. It's weird saying old MP3, don't you think? Like
You
there
know,
are some
the
ancient
entire
times.
music industry, like, I feel like they in our lifetimes went through a number of iterations. Like when I was a little kid, we had a record player at my house, and I'm guessing
Yes,
Marco, you probably did. And then we went to cassette tapes, and cassette
yes,
tapes were around for a decade or two, and then CDs came around and lasted a decade or two, and then MP3s came around, and now it's like pretty much streaming music.
absolutely, absolutely.
They
And
just can't figure it
I
out there.
I had another format, mini disc. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any here. No, I have. Well, I used to have, but it the product broke down. I put it to fix. I don't know. Maybe 1 year ago. I'm still waiting.
Were those kind of like compact discs, but they were about half the size? Is
Less,
that
even less. It's kind of a cartridge like this, thin, and it has inside a kind of small compact disc. But the good thing was it was rewritable. Okay, so like we did with the cassettes, we could do as well with mini discs. The only thing, and this is not the only thing because it was for this purpose, it was a thing. You could only record up to 74 minutes of music. There was no, like, for instance, you have those, I don't know if you remind, cassettes with 30 minutes, 60 minutes, or 90 minutes. Okay, so that's the thing. So if you want to have a nice, also it has three different speeds. I think it's 72 rotations per minute. Just let me check.
while Marco checks on this? I was looking up mini discs, and I don't think I ever had or remember mini discs. They never made their way to South Dakota, as far as I know.
78, 45, and 33 rotations per minute. So you can play different kind of records. So this was my insights about this amazing record player. So I think it's time for me to pick randomly a product from your carousel as usual. And I think, let me check this Logitech H390
Wow, it's
headset.
amazing that
Oh
you
my
brought
god,
these up.
I can't believe.
I know. I now realized I'm gonna have to take my headset off. to talk about these. So, Marco, if you say anything funny or hurtful, I'm not going to hear it. Anyhow, these are the Logitech H390s. They are on sale today. I probably should plug them in, but my computer is behind the desk, and I'm not going to worry about that. They do have a pretty long, I think it's about an 8-foot cord on them. Marco and I both have one of these headsets, but if you have a remote worker on your Christmas shopping list, or you are a remote worker yourself and you just need a headset for just a little over $20, 21.13 right now. It's just a fantastic headset, fairly comfortable. It gives you better sound. Everyone else in your house doesn't need to hear it because it goes right into the microphone or right into the speakers here in your ear, and it's got a fold up and down microphone, so you will also sound better to other people on the call as well. So that is the Logitech H390, and these are the ones I was going to highlight and have you talk about, Marco, because I know you have a pair, but we have not done a
Yes.
joint show where we both wear these in quite a while.
I think yes.
Travel Diva 2 has stopped by to say good morning to me and you,
Okay.
Marco.
Just
So
because you asked, I think we can finish the show with this. I will take a
well,
little bit.
I got to go see if I can plug mine in. So
I
just
can't hear
hold
you
on,
right
folks.
now, but hopefully in a while
If
I will.
if I drop off the
So
call, it's because it broke. So let me try this. I'm gonna unplug my other microphone and I'm gonna switch over.
okay, now I can hear you, and hopefully. Okay, this one. Let me just. Okay, this is muted. Hello, can you hear me? I think you can. So there you go.
What about now? Do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I think you can hear me too. And we are
I gotta
making
switch my
history.
headphone. I can't hear you. Well, I
Okay,
kind of can.
it's not a big deal.
Oh, there we
Hello,
go.
Travel Diva. How are
I had to
you?
switch the output of the sound.
So, hello, this is Verizon service. How can I help you? You're talking to Marco.
Or we could pretend we're in an airline terminal. Thank you very much. Please proceed to the next stop, and then you can get on your plane. Nobody has any
or,
idea what they're saying.
well, do you and also when you the flight starts. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Captain Marco Novo. We are going from wishes all a good flight. Thank you for flying with us.
Thank you, pilot, for making everything so clear when I got on the plane. That just so.
How can we trust that someone could flight that huge steel thing when he barely speaks English?
I I would agree with this sometimes. Like in airplanes, airports is where I have this problem. I know when you go to an amusement park, when you get down to that roller coaster and they're
Mm-hmm.
like, thank you, please exit to your left and thank you, please come again. You can't understand anything. I can understand it. Yeah, I can understand it at an amusement park, but when I get on the airplane, like this is a millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of dollar aircraft. And
Yes.
yeah, when I get on there, I don't know if the pilot just doesn't know how to speak into the microphone correctly, or if the sound system is
I
just that
think this
bad.
is. I think this is kind of. I don't know. I think they do this in purpose. Like, okay, now we have this kind of pilotish way to speak, so we need to do all the same way. Even though I'm an English, a native speaking English, I will do this. I think they do this on purpose. Just okay. What are you expecting? A lousy English. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the captain who's exciting, and the weather there is seriously Fahrenheit Celsius, and we wish you all the flight with us. Thank you for flying with us.
you you can kind of pick out about you do that really well, Marco, because you can kind of get maybe every 4 or 5 words, so they said something about their name, something about the weather, and something about the arrival, but you have no idea what the pilot's name is, what the weather is like. You just know they said something about weather, but you didn't catch the
Yes.
actual temperature, or is that the weather here or the weather where we're going? Yeah, you don't get any of it. Anyhow, Swanee Mom, who is my wife, she stopped by into the chat here to say good morning to us, and then uh, Rome is saying hi. The Swanee Mom says good morning to everyone, and she said, Marco, I thought of you because she was ordering some new bedding this week, and some of the new bedding is made in Portugal. So, do they make good bedding in Portugal? Sheets and
Well, we
blankets.
we spend lots of times sleeping, so this is something important to us.
All right. So evidently, Emily is my wife's name, Swanee Mom. There you go. Travel Diva would like to know if you're going to sing today, and Travel Diva Marco is always happy to sing, especially when you get some requests. But it is, we are nearing the end of our show here, so I don't know, Marco, if you have a special
Goodbye
song
song.
you would like to sing on the
And
way out.
now the end is near, and so we find no, so we face the final products. Amazon, we say it clear. We state our case till next week.
It's
There you go.
improv Sinatra singing today.
Yes. This was one of my biggest uh, hits on karaoke. And usually, yes, this used to go wrong. Not wrong, but it was a while ago. Now I'm not doing karaoke anymore.
You should do
So,
some more karaoke, because I don't do any karaoke. Not surprisingly, uh, I
well,
don't sing very well.
I tried to get a karaoke machine from one of the brands I collaborate, but they
They didn't want to do that.
look what they missed. I think let me let me brag myself a little bit. I think I could be one of the best karaoke singers among all Amazon influencers. And they didn't want to send me a karaoke machine. So if you are there, if you are a brand, and if you have a karaoke machine, I'm here.
I I don't know about anybody else, but if I was a brand and I sold a karaoke machine, I would send one to Marco just so that I could hear him say the word karaoke over and over again. Because you roll the R when you say it, it
Well,
sounds really
because
good.
here we say the R in a different way, and the Spanish they do it even in a really different. For instance, it's almost impossible, and we are neighbors, for a Portuguese to say properly the R speaking Spanish because they have a different way to say the R. Mostly when it's at the beginning of the word, because we say, for instance, Rita, and they say Rita.
Oh yeah, see, you
For
say you're
instance, the word red in Spanish,
it's
I
rojo.
think only a few Portuguese they say it properly because they have the R and the J, and they in Spanish they have similar pronunciations. So usually Portuguese people they messed they mess with the rojo and they say jojo.
Oh,
So after this educational moment about Portuguese and Spanish and all these idiosyncrasies,
yeah.
it's time to wrap up today's show.
The karaoke company should send one to Marco just so that you can get a video of Marco saying this is a karaoke machine in his awesome Portuguese way. Every karaoke company should want that.
Absolutely. And
Hey,
I think, yes.
I have a special request. When we sign off on the show today, can we sign off as if we were airline pilots?
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are approaching the end of show airport. Prepare, fasten your seatbelt. Ding, 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 ding. Because we are about to land. Start praying because this will be my first landing. Do you? I don't know. I think it's only a Ryanair thing. They play a kind of a music after the
I don't know.
landing it's made. You never got this.
No, I've never flown Ryanair, even though it's my name and they're an airline named after me.
Yes, it's yours. Oh my God, you're Ryan's here.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
it's my own airline, and I've never flown Ryanair.
Okay, perfect. So, yes, it's up to you, Ryan.
All right.
I will let you wrap up.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for tuning into the show today. Please have a wonderful weekend. Arrive at your departure. I believe the weather is sunny and great skies where you are today, so please enjoy the rest of your flight. We would be happy to service you again sometime in the future, so thank you for coming. And please be seated until the lights turn on. Goodbye. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, everyone. Goodbye.
It was really intelligible, so you need to.
It's too good. It's too good. We tried. We tried. I got to get better on there.
Yeah. That's it. Right.